Hello and welcome to the MSPT online learning program. MSPT Learning at your doorstep. I am Madhu Gudmunti, lecturer at Sri Siddheshwar Women's Polytechnic, Solapur. In today's presentation, we will continue with unit number 3, that is type 8051 TIMOS, interrupts serial and parallel communication. At the end of this presentation, students will be able to develop and execute assembly language program to generate a waveforms using the timer modes. The contents of this presentation are introduction, steps to program in timer mode 1, steps for finding the TH, TL register values, assembly language program for timer mode 1, steps to program in timer mode 2, steps to find the TH register value, assembly language program for timer mode 2. This is the concept map in which we can see first of all we have to study the steps to program the timer, and then we can do the assembly language program for it. In microcontroller 8051, timer modes can be used to generate a time delay. To select appropriate timer modes, TMOD register is used, and to generate the delay, the count value has to be loaded into timer register. So these are the steps to program in timer mode 1. First of all, load the tmod value register indicating which timer 0 or timer 1 is to be used and which timer mode, that is 0 or 1, is selected. Load registers TL and TH with initial count values. Then start the timer by using instruction set with TR0 or TR1 respectively. Keep monitoring the timer flag, that is TF, with the instruction GNB TF to see if it is raised. Get out of the loop when TF becomes high. Then stop the timer, clear the TF flag for the next round, and go back to the step number 2 to load the TH and TL again. Now we will see what are the steps for finding the value to be loaded into TH and TL register in timer mode 1. Assume XTL is equal to 11.0592 megahertz. So the time period will be equal to 1.085 microsecond. First step is to divide the desired time delay by 1.085 microsecond, and then perform 65536 minus n, where n is the decimal value we got in step 1. Convert the result of step 2 into hex, where y by x is the initial hex value to be loaded into the timer register. And then lastly load TL with the value y, with the value xx, and th with value yy. Now we will try to write an assembly language program to generate a continuous square wave of 1 kHz on pin P1.5 using the mode 1 of timer 0. So we have to assume the crystal frequency as 11.0592 megahertz. So to calculate the time, the value which to be loaded into TH and TL register, first we have to find out the value of t square. T square is nothing but the inverse of f square, so it will be equal to 1000 microsecond. T on or T off can be calculated by taking by microsecond time delay of T on or T off. Then TXTL can be calculated by taking the inverse of FXTL, which will be equal to 1.085 microsecond. So by using the formula discussed in the previous slide, we can calculate the count value, which will be equal to 460, and we have to first calculate the count to be loaded into timer register. So subtract this 460 from 65536, we will get 65076. By converting this into hexadecimal, we will get FE34H. So TH will be loaded with FEH and TL should be loaded with 34H to get the required frequency. So according to the steps which we have discussed earlier, to program the timer in mode 1, we will try to write the program. So first of all, we will load the tmod register with value 01H, which indicates the timer 0 in mode 1. Then we can load the count values into TL and TH by using the instruction move TL0 comma hash 34H and move TH0 comma hash 0FEH, which will load the count values which we have already calculated. So now we have to start the timer. So to start the timer, we will use setb tr0 instruction, and then we will wait for a timer 0 to overflow. So after timer 0 overflows, we will clear the tr0 bit so that the timer 0 will stop, and we can now generate the waveform on pin P1.5 by using the CPL P1.5 instruction, and then we can clear the timer 0 overflow flag by using CLR TF0. And to perform this in continuous loop, we have to use the sjump again instruction. So now we will try to understand the steps to program the timer in mode 2. So for that we have to again load the tmod register with the value indicating which timer is to be used, that is timer 0 or timer 1, and then select the timer mode, that is mode 2. Then load the TH register with the initial count value. As it is a 8-bit auto reload mode, we will only load the TH register. Then start the timer by using the setp tr0 or tr1 instruction. Then keep monitoring the timer overflow flag by using the instruction jnbtf, and whether it is raised or not. Get out of the loop when a TF goes high, and then clear the TF flag. At last, go back to the step number 4, since mode 2 is a auto reload mode. So now we will try to understand the step for finding the value to be loaded into TH register for timer mode 2. Now, first of all, we will assume that XTL is equal to 11.0592 megahertz. And first step, we have to divide the desired time delay by 1.085 microsecond. Then perform 256 minus n, where n is the decimal value we got in step 1. Convert the result of step 2 into hexadecimal, where XX is the initial hex value to be loaded into the timers register TH. Then we can load the value XX into TH. Now we will try to write an assembly language program to generate continuous square wave of 2 kHz on pin P1.5 using mode 2 of timer 0. The XTL frequency is 11.0592 MHz. So before writing the program, we have to calculate the count value to be loaded into timer register. For that, we will consider that square wave frequency is 2 kHz and XTL frequency is 11.0592 MHz. So T square can be calculated by taking inverse of F square, which will be equal to 500 microsecond. T on or T off is nothing but half of T square, assuming that the duty cycle is 50%. So T square upon 2, which will be equal to 250 microsecond. Then TXTL can be calculated by taking inverse of FXTL, which will be equal to 1.085 microsecond, and then we can calculate the count by taking the ratio of T on or T off upon TXTL, which will be equal to 230. So total count to be loaded into timer register will be equal to 256 minus 230, that is 26. 26 can be converted into hexadecimal, which will be equal to 1AH. So the value 1AH will be loaded into timer 0 register. So first of all, load the tmod register with value 0 to H because we want timer 0 and mode 2. And then TH0 is loaded with the count value 1AH which we have calculated in the previous slide. Then start the timer 0 by using set b tr0 instruction. Then wait until timer 0 overflows by using instruction jnb tf0. Now you can stop the timer 0 by using instruction clr tr0. To generate a square wave, we have to complement the pin p1.5 by using instruction cpl p1.5. Then clear the timer 0 overflow flag by using instruction clr tf0. And to repeat, we have to jump again to the label again. Now attempt the MCQ set. Thank you.